Hey guys, it's Thursday, June 27th. Rainy afternoon up here at the job site. Kind of fortunate that it's not raining right now. We got a few minutes up here. I can show you guys what's going on. We're buying more material and everything. But I'll show you that side over in a second. Let me swing around so you can see what I'm looking at. So the guys have been working in between the raindrops today to build this little bodega over here, little storage place. Using they're kind of multi-purposing or repurposing that truck bed that you see on the left, and welding some walls onto it so they can create a secure place for the more expensive tools and stuff like that. And then I think that Jorge hiding over there is gonna live up here at some point. I mean, he's certainly welcome to. That's not uncommon that workmen will live on site. When they were building that house, there was a whole family that had a little bodega set up on the backside, where they lived the whole time during the construction. So not only do you have 24-hour security, but it's so much easier on your workmen who don't have cars and stuff. They're right on site. And geez, I mean, who doesn't want to have this as their backyard, even if just temporarily? So after the other day, we decided that I don't know, gosh, how long has it been? Where did I leave off with you guys? I had Esther come up, the architect, and we looked at this. God, I hope I'm not being redundant. I probably am, but anyway, briefly. So I asked Esther to come up and help us with some design work and stuff. Maybe I was jumping the gun. Maybe we don't need to do that. Right now, we're really building the skeleton. And it is such a simple structure after all. Simple structures, I should say. That having a designer just yet, I don't know. Maybe I don't need it at all. We're going to wait and see, but we're taking everything day by day. But the guys were hard at work over here too, and they've actually got 3 of the holes dug for the pylons, and they're beefy. So they create a base here. I think that's as far as they go, and then tomorrow, when the steel arrives, that gets put in there, and then there's the more base that goes around the steel. So I trust these guys. They know what they're doing. I'm just repeating it. But I was worried because this ground was so hard when they excavated the poop pits. That's why we ended up making custom pits, because excavating it to the size of the pre-made tanks was just going to be too hard. So anyway, it wasn't as bad as they thought. So excuse me. They were able to get these 3 done. So initially, the size was just not going to cut it. The interior size was just not going to be big enough. And now it's going to be much better. This is going to be obviously the perimeter of the posts, but then we're able to come out off that line about another 1.5 feet all the way around. I think, what was it? I think they said 50 centimeters. It's like 1.5 feet if I remember my metric, which I don't. But anyway, look, progress yet again. I'm happy that we're moving forward, just rethinking all of this now, just now that Steph's not in the picture, and we basically scrapped those old plans and came up with these new plans kind of on the fly. But in the long run, I think it's the best decision. I mean, we now are going to basically have 3 levels. The dirt level, parking, and where the pool's going to be. And then the second level, the living area, which is all one big open space. I was calling it a studio, but bungalow sounds a little bit more fun. You know, this big open bungalow here with these epic freaking views, and then the third floor being the rooftop deck. So when we get into peak season, the rental numbers on these, I mean, it's going to go up significantly with the changes that we're making. Instead of it being $200 to $300 a night, we're now looking at $400 to $500 a night. If you're going to have your own bungalow, that's what I got to get used to calling it. Your own pool, your own rooftop deck, your own hammock up there, grill and everything. Yeah. I mean, you try and look on any resort site or anything like that at their standalone bungalows, and they're freaking expensive. You know, I had this thought to have it all be one continuous building, but I was dissuaded against that because, you know, if you go to a resort and you go and you're just kind of in a townhouse setting where everything's connected, it feels more like a condo, right? More like a townhouse. Might have a pool and everything, but you'd still be like, no, I stayed at a condo. But at least these are going to be separate. Even if it's only separated by a few feet, they're going to be their own individual bungalows. So right there, just in the minds of the customer and, you know, the world of perception, having them be individual is better than having them be attached. So that's what we're working with. That's what we're doing. Gonna get some pool dimensions here soon. See, here comes the rain again. I don't know if you can hear that or see the raindrops, but I'm gonna get out of it here in 2 seconds. But we're freaking making progress. So I'm happy. These are going to be done way before Christmas. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Don't jinx anything, Dave. But the way that these guys are going, I know it doesn't look like much yet, but this is definitely the preparation for, I mean, everything. These guys know what they're doing, so they're coordinating everything. And at a certain point, we're gonna really start to see some walls go up and see things getting done pretty quickly. But I'm super optimistic that we'll be able to take advantage of the beginning of the high season when it starts in November or so. You know, October, November, December. That's really when things get rocking up here. So on a rainy afternoon, I think that's it for the day. Roberto's gonna bang out some plans for me for the glamping. Over here on the other side of the road, so we'll have something to look at with that. I mean, it's going to be super simple, but you know, that's going to be here in the near future too. I had two of the people who were interested in the clinic contacted me today, and we had conversations, and so I'm pretty sure that I'm going to have the clinic sold here soon, which is not only going to give me that nice buffer of some extra capital, but just one less thing to worry about, one less thing to feel responsible for. I want to see the clinic thrive, but I don't really have the energy to do it. Let somebody else do it who has the energy. So yeah, things are changing, things are happening. Let's just keep our fingers crossed that things continue to go smoothly. So thanks, guys. Look, you can see the rain now, I think. So still getting used to the short hair, but it's cool. I'm down with it. So to be continued, my friends. Ciao.